It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Shamrocks and the Thunderbirds. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Chicago and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jeffers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. Compton. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors.
And now off to the races down the right side. There's a nice move. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there, with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On first down, Jeffers. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jeffers has caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jeffers. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now a give, right side. Compton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Matthews
He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Chicago passing game on point. They've got another first. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 2nd down now, it's Wolf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Matthews.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Matthews. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Alexander. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Thunderbirds are able to stretch out their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Compton, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jeffers, and that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Matthews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Off the play fake. Matthews. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball game.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, Jeffers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jeffers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Compton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jeffers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Matthews. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And hauling it in, Nelson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Off play action. Matthews. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Matthews. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Thunderbirds are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more go for this offense in the first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jeffers. He finds Riddick, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And it's the Dreadnoughts who have the lead. The Dreadnoughts trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Caps locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 27-21, your final.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth.
There he goes left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. It'll be a gain of 5, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Compton. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Wolf. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Compton. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jeffers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 25-yard line.
In motion left moves Nelson.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The completion to Riddick.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll try the left side. Wolf. And he lost the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle.
2nd down and 8.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wolf fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Thunderbirds are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Shamrocks 3.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jeffers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on third down today, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jeffers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Wolf, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Wolf. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Wolf. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Matthews. And he will find his man on the outside. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Wolf, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half, that's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On first down, it's Wolf. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down now, it's Wolf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Dublin, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.